for a start, the children were really excited about finding out, which mountain, which summit they were going to be trying to achieve during the year, and that immediately led to the children, wanting to find out more about the area of the world that's from. So there was an instant sort of recognition of the global community, wanting to find out about the people that live there, the wildlife there. That did lead on to, further learning within the classrooms, and some of the teachers based their curriculum for the next half term on the areas of the world where their mountains are. So it kind of generated a lot of excitement. The children were so excited about all the different pioneers that have actually tried to climb the summits, and they were extremely, chuffed to see that there was somebody that was 14 that actually achieved the 7 Summit Challenge. This then made the children start to think about, well, if they can do that, and I'm not far off that age, especially the year 5 and 6 pupils, they started to maybe view themselves a little bit differently. Can we start to challenge ourselves within school more, or outside of school? Children have been more willing maybe to think, right, come on, we're going to have a give it a go attitude. So yeah, that's been a really positive impact, and families have been speaking to me at the school gates saying that the children have been home talking about the 7 Summit Challenge. It was nice, we put on the school newsletter the video clip so that they could have a look at that and share that at home, which provided inspiration. What is the 7 Summit Challenge, and actually the parents were wowed that our children were thinking about that and how this could have impact on their lives. So yeah, and then we've had children with their families wanting to do a lot more physical activity outside of school. We are interested in our next step of trying to measure the distances from home to school to encourage children to walk to school and walk home, and that there will be a way that they can record that, so that contributes to their virtual climb up the mountain as well. Well, since we launched Steps to Summit, I've never seen so many children interested in wanting to come and do the short trek that we put on at playtimes. We've tried a system of, a rotated system, but I actually feel that we're at the position now where children maybe more freely can come and from each of our playgrounds to come and do the mountain trek, the short trek, so that they're adding to their virtual steps all the time. Usually we have quite a queue of children waiting to come at break time to do that, and a lot of the children that are coming are not necessarily the ones that would have done football or that would have been doing those more physical activities. It's those children that might have stood or sat chatting, and they are enjoying the short treks together. It's an opportunity for social development as well, because we found that as the children are going along the long trek, for instance, with their class teacher, the class teacher's finding the children happier to talk about general things, and it's nice to see that some of our children who aren't coping so well with that physical trekking, they're always the last ones in the line. Other peers in the class now using their sort of nurturing side and saying, come along, you've got to keep going, we'll achieve this together. So that's been lovely. The teachers initially thought, this is quite a big project, how is this going to impact on our teaching and learning time? But we've discussed that we always had those 10-15 minutes when we come back in after lunchtime, or at the end of a session when you feel the children have had enough now, to do a brain break. So they've been utilising the long trek around school as part of the brain breaks. We do see classes going in the morning prior to playtime, because the children are ready for that little bit of fresh air, a bit of activity, and then sometimes they might do it mid-lesson as well, when they've had a lot of input and the children have been working hard. They have a break and then come back and start their independent learning. to in the first term when we have our new parents and our new children in our classes. We're looking forward to introducing the new mountain. The children, I think, will be excited to see what their next challenge will be. We are looking forward to sharing that with the families because again we will have links on the website so that families can then find out about the mountain of the year, and teachers are already looking at planning in those lessons, all the lesson plans that are on Steps to Summit programme, to thinking about the environments, thinking about those pioneers, and also thinking about the learning to learn skills, because teachers have found that really effective in being able to pluck out sessions if they're thinking about perseverance, because that week some of the children have been giving up easily on those difficult challenges. They've really enjoyed planning those in, linking it to the PSHE that we're focusing on, and they found it really effective. It's always been one of those areas where you're taught to the children about those skills, and you try to explain to the children what it looks like in real life, but then to have some sessions that are focused on particularly those skills and how to teach them has been, the teachers have really enjoyed taking that on board, so that's been very helpful. Teachers in our medium-term planning stage are now going to make sure it links into our I Wonder drivers for the half term. So the Year 6 teachers, for instance, were talking about how it would fit in with the topics that they have in science or history and geography, and how they can make those links now that they've got used to the idea of bringing in Steps to Summit. So it's not just about the long treks and the short treks around school, it's not just about the physical moments. They can see now where those lessons and where the teaching ideas can actually fit into other topics, so it will be more fluid next year rather than being an add-on project.